So we're picking up right where we left off. Um, to recap briefly, um, you talked to Bel, a demon who used to rule this layer of hell before Zariel came and took it out from underneath him. Asmodeus demoted him and put Zariel in charge. And Bel has had a grudge ever since, even though he is pledged to Asmodeus to not openly sow rebellion against Zariel. So anyway, he knows the location of the Bleeding Citadel, which you've been ultimately looking for to find Zariel's sword, a very holy item that the Duke Ravengard, in the now the trapped in El Torel, had a vision saying that the sword was going to be paramount to saving the city. So, finding the Bleeding Citadel, very important. Bell says he will tell you where it is if you can retrieve these adamantine rods that Zariel stole from him. He didn't elaborate on what the rods were for, and you didn't really ask, so you just hopped aboard a barge that he provided you, and floated down the River Styx for quite some time until you came to where this captured Sybriax demon was. And Bell had directed you here because he thinks the Sybriax could tell you where those missing rods were. So you started a dialogue telepathically with the Sybriax. He reached out to Muriel, and said he knows where the rods are, and he'll tell you if you free him. You eventually got the Sybriax to say what he knew out loud, and the Arcanoloth that you see here, one of his captors, was taking notes. And he had made a statement to you that if you can get this thing talking, he'll give you 3 soul coins. But being the trickster that he is, said always get it in writing. And I think Kael was going to shoot him in the face, I think was literally where we left it off. But we're going to pick up on that note here with the captured Sybriax, who can tell you where the adamantine rods are, and its captors, who will, even though they work for Bell, it says very plainly that they will fight if you try to free the Sybriax. The Arcanoloth goes by the name of Fetch Tatter. And it says Fetch Tatter and the Chain Devils. I don't know why they don't have names, but Fetch Tatter and the Chain Devils attack characters who try to free the Sybriax. So that is the Mexican standoff. Is that a PC term? Should I not say that anymore?
It doesn't bother me.
Hard to say.
No, note to self. I've got to Google that later. So we'll just say a standoff here at the location where this demon is trapped. Now, this demon is held down by a series, I think, of 6 chains. I think it was. Yep, 6 chains that bind the Sybriax and keep it from escaping.
By the way, how strong are those chains look?
I'm just trying to think of. You're still quite a distance away from them, so I don't know what you can see. You can assume they're maybe infernal iron, which is pretty tough.
Okay. Do we starting off with me shooting him in the face?
Or we can open up the dialogue. The Arcanoloth is is pleased and as I said, scribbling down some notes based on what the Sibriex was talking about. Um, but then he openly, you know, deceived you with his statement. So he's kind of looking at you expectantly, as if to say, "Are you going to do anything about it, or are you going to let me get back to work?"
Well, if no one else does anything, I'm going to
Oh,
shoot him in the face.
yeah, I was gonna say you go do your thing.
You do you, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be so cool.
All right, we can do this. We can. Are you going to do it so that he sees it coming, or are you going to do any kind of subterfuge to get a sneak in, perhaps even walk away and then sneak back? I'm just spitballing, so.
Uh, Kyle's never really been a subterfuge guy, though. I have to play him as he is.
Right.
Unless someone else wants to speak up quick and
Nope.
get his attention.
Nope. Works for me.
He has judged it.
All right, so let's hold that 18 because I think the Arcanoloth Fetch Tatter. I'm trying to remember that name. I think he was expecting you to make something. So we're going to see who gets the quick draw based on initiative rolls. So we can all, and again, you can rearrange your tokens wherever you'd like them. Lulu might be in the back. This is the imp that Bell sent with you as a guide. His name is Balakros, so I just threw him onto the field. He's back chilling next to Lulu. Nice one, Muriel.
That's for Raven.
Oh, right, Raven, right. All right, let's see if we got everybody. Let's see, we got Salim, Dagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of you. I got 2 Chain Devils and a Lux. You know what? I didn't roll for Lulu and Balakros, despite talking about them. Let's throw them on there. All right, and that is everybody. So let's sort and see who goes first. The Speedy Raven.
All right. So Raven will go and use the help action against
Fetch Tatter.
Fetch Tatter.
Here, let me put that in here.
Oh, yes.
All right, so the help action against him, and we go to Balakros, who he's staying out of this. He puts a little bit more distance between itself and the developing situation. Muriel.
Okay, I will try to shoot him in the face.
All right, with advantage, right?
Yep.
24 hits. Sneak attack applies because you had advantage. 25 points of damage. Now, he is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical, but that is magical, so he takes all 25. All right. And no secondary shot from Muriel. Any other action?
Nope.
All right.
There's nowhere to hide, is there?
I'm picturing a rocky landscape, so we'll say that there is a rock that you can duck behind, but The problem there is that if you just duck behind it and come out, he knows you're there, so he's kind of expecting.
Okay.
So while you have cover, total cover, so you can't be targeted by anything. So that's a huge plus.
Okay. I'll go. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go behind a rock for cover.
Right. Well, because why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah.
All right. Kyle? Oh, we got to grow all the way back to your 18. That was your first attack. The 18 hits, 9 piercing damage, and you have 2 more attacks, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Now I will turn sharpshooter on. But I have to get a roll then for it to work.
Ooh. Just a bit outside. Oh, that one's going to do it. 16 total damage.
And I'm going to duck down.
All right, you're going to have to back up to where Muriel is, and I'll draw a rock back there. How about that? Yeah, we'll draw a big rock.
If you could just put a picture of the rock there, that'd be fun.
Don't tempt me. I'll get too distracted trying to do it. All right, so Kyle had his 3 attacks. Now we go to the name of the hour, Fetch Tatter. Let's see, what is he going to do? He's the spellcaster. And all right, let's do it.
Do what?
There's no upcasting Finger of Death, I don't think. So we're just going to cast it at Dagon. DC 17 Constitution save, Dagon.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt here. I'm gonna counterspell that.
Oh, thank God.
That's my reaction.
Oh,
No.
counterspell, eh? This is,
Yeah.
you got to counter a level 7 spell.
11. Oh shit. Hold on. I know I just put it up there. Let me see what my spell slots are. You know what? I still technically am a sorcerer. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cast it at level 5. I know that says level 3. So what would that entail? But like that's the highest I can cast it.
Right. So, okay, so let me read counterspell carefully here. So you attempt to interrupt a creature. If the creature is casting a 3rd spell or lower, no. If casting a spell of 4th or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. So what's your plus to hit on a spell?
Great question. I think it's charisma.
All right, and
Go to
So
go to your
that's
spell.
amazing.
Go to where your spells are, and it'll be right on the screen.
Oh, like my modifier? Just as a plus
yeah.
4 for spells.
all right. So the DC equals 17, and you have a plus 4. So you've got to roll a d20 and beat 17 with your plus 4.
Fuck. Oof. I'm trying, Dagon. Okay,
Have faith.
D20
Yeah.
plus 4. Listen, he's our paladin. I can't let that guy go. That's protection rate. Look at that. I had a 17.
Bravo.
Nice.
Very nice.
I always need it.
So that's his 7th level spell slot spent. That was his knock it out of the park kill one of you instantly spells. Well, maybe
That's-
not
I just-
instantly, but
Wow.
a lot. All right, very good.
That's
So that
pretty
is it for Fetch Tatter. He is gonna put some distance. He's gonna run around the back and kind of hide behind the bulk of this Sibriex. So he's taking cover behind that. Lulu is, what should Lulu do? Just hang back with the crew, or you want her to get involved?
I personally would keep her back. I don't want her dead. How about you guys?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless we really need her, yeah.
Right, she'll take cover. Chain Devil. First Chain Devil here is going to... Let's see. He's got a speed of 30, typical speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain Devil gets up on Dagon. It's going to make 2 attacks with its chains. Shouldn't be at an advantage. Let me fix that. Okay. All right. So a 14 doesn't hit, right?
Yeah, that misses.
17
That
doesn't
misses.
either. All right. He's plus 8 to hit. He just had bad rolls. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Same thing going up on Dagon. 20.
That misses.
17. All right, Mr. Owl.
The owl is going to go over to the one in front of Dagon, do the help action, and then fly and stay behind Dagon.
Okay. And now Dagon's turn.
All right. As a bonus action, I am going to use Giant's Might and become large.
Very nice.
And that gives me extra attack roll, right? Commodities.
Does it
When-
give you an extra attack or extra damage?
It says as a bonus action, if you're smaller than large, you become large along with anything you're wearing. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Once on each of your turns, one of your attacks with a weapon or unarmed strike can deal an extra 1d6.
Deal an extra 1d6 damage, right?
Okay. And then my attack. I'm going to use my rod as the attack. Oops. Okay.
Oh, nice. And this is the one directly south of you?
Yeah, directly south.
19 points of damage, because that's a magical blade, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Sure is. All right.
And then I'll do the D6. So that's an extra 5.
5 more damage. All right.
And then on my extra attack, I'll try it again. Oh, that's wrong now. That's the wrong weapon. But,
Wrong weapon, but good roll.
should I roll it again?
Yeah, just roll it again. We'll just to get the damage.
Just for the damage then?
Yeah, just roll it again. A 21
Okay.
hit, clearly, so. I think your scimitar was +7 as well. So, okay, so that does 17 damage.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
is
that's
he resistant to fire? Ooh, I gotta pay attention to that shit. Damage
um.
immunities, fire and poison.
Oh, he's immune to fire.
Right. So,
All
so I
right.
gotta add back 10
And
and 9. So I gotta add back 19.
yeah, so it only should be 17 damage for the slashing.
17 damage for slashing. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset his hit points here. All right, so 17 minus 17. All right, so he's at 68. All right, yes, unfortunately for you, immune to fire and poison.
All right. That's all right.
Now we're gonna go to Marcus, but Marcus. So, this devil that just got smote by Dagon looks to you and pleads as a vision of one of your loved ones that Dagon has been attacking. You are within 30 feet, I think. I don't think that's an issue.
Yep.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the end of your turn.
DC 14.
Right?
God, I hope I make this.
You
Ah,
are frightened.
I am going to use a luck point and do that again. That's more like it.
Much more like it.
Now they're frightened.
All right, you may proceed with your turn.
All right. Casting Bless. So concentrating. That's Bless on Dagon, Kyle, and Muriel.
All right, and is that it for Marcus? Everybody's got their bless? Do you want me to put yellow dots? Put a yellow dot on your token to indicate you're blessed, I guess?
Yeah, that might be
Yes,
a good idea.
please.
And yes, that's it for me.
All right. Sally?
Hello. Woo. Sorry, I just finished eating. I
Ah.
apologize if you heard me chewing at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Good job.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was eating butter chicken, so I'm like, I couldn't like mute for a while. And I'm like, I hope they can't hear me. Fingers were full.
You didn't say buttered sausage, did you?
Buttered chicken. I got Indian food. I never get it, but I was on my own tonight, so I was like, fuck it. I'm the only one in the house that will eat it.
Jealous.
I love it.
So, okay.
It's best to eat it alone, though.
Yeah, it's a little messy. It's a little bit of a sport almost trying to. I eat it with naan, so I'm like wrapping it kind of like a sandwich.
Yep. Oh,
And
that's
I'm
good
like,
stuff.
oh, okay, this is like falling out as I'm biting into it.
So jealous.
I tried honestly, I tried Indian food like 10 years ago, and I'm like, I can't believe I haven't had it yet. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It really is. There was just a place that opened up during the pandemic, funny enough, right by my house. So I only just started going to it like this year, and I've only gotten a handful of times. But I'm like, see why people like it so much. It's pretty good. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna cast these black tentacles. So I need to make a square if I can. Where's the
20-foot square?
Square, like 20 foot. Oh god damn it! Where are the new? Thank you. The 20-foot. Oh, it's supposed to be 20 feet. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Ooh, did not mean to do that. I'm so sorry.
How do you get when you trace one? All right, so I trace it. Now, how do I make it stay or move it?
To make it stay, I think you hold it's either Shift, Control, or Alt. I don't know, one of the three. But I don't know if you can move it after you've drawn it.
Oh, fade delay, instant linger. I see. Okay, so there's fade delay. I got it.
All right. Well, Kyle just made a wonderful square.
There
Although
we go.
that's.
Oh,
Alright,
you
so
can't move it once you draw it. Okay.
I ideally I was trying to position it so it wouldn't get Dagon or Fancy.
I'm technically I'm right here.
Oh,
I made
okay.
my move just to keep things clear.
But yeah, it's kind of an area of effect spell, so I was trying to
Right. Right.
position it in a way where it wasn't going to hit Dagon or Fancy.
I think we
I
can safe to say that you got plenty of room to get the two chain devils without getting either of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to both make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dex saving throw. Left and right.
God damn it. Okay, so they don't take damage now, but if they start their turn in it, they'll have to make... Oh no, it's not already restrained. Creature restrained. Oh, it says when it starts its turn, it's got to make the save again.
Right. Or get out of the area, right?
Yeah.
All right, let
But
me
it says
actually
if
try
they
to
start their
draw
turn
that.
there, they have to succeed. So.
All right, Evard's Black Tentacles.
There we go. That's perfect.
Right. And we'll just have it like there?
Yeah,
Okay.
literally perfect.
All right.
So also if they start to run away, stop them.
And that's a concentration effect, right?
Yes.
Right. So let's mark you as concentrating. All right. Fancy.
Okay, Fancy surveils or surmises what the battle scene is. What is this right here?
That is the Sibriex. That is a massive demon that is tethered to the ground by 6 infernal iron chains. Telepathically, the Sibriex has communicated to Muriel that it knows where the rods are. Actually, I think you got it to admit that part out loud. But it is currently chained. It is in the initiative order, but it's not necessarily going to be able to move when it's its turn because it is restrained.
Okay, altering my plans. Can I do an insight if he's on our side or if he hates us, or can I just tell?
At this point, Muriel did the insight check for how believable it was, and she aced that test with a nice 6. I know this because we just watched it, and so we've devolved into battle now. So I think the insight moment has passed.
Okay.
You can if you want. I mean, this thing has said, "Free me and I'll help you." So if you want to run over and start breaking its chains, you certainly are in a position to do so.
I don't know if that's Fancy's modus operandi.
Right.
Who's attacking up
Who's what now?
Are these bad guys?
Yes. 2 chain devils that are attacking Dagon.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on this one.
Okay. I believe that's a wisdom saving throw, is it? Yes? Oh, I got to remember they have magic resistance too. I got to remember that. They get advantage on saving throws. I think I forgot that for Evard's tentacles, but I remembered it for Fancy. Sorry, Fancy.
Well, they ate
They
their saving
failed
throws.
either way. Right, right. I guess they did, right? All right, so Fancy, that is a fail. So that is 4 psychic damage to the fellow on the right.
No, it's only 3.
Only 3? Okay. It's not like he's immune to psychic damage or anything, so he takes all 3.
No. Okay. Yeah,
All right.
because it was double. So I do have a bonus action left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on. So I'm casting Bardic Inspiration on Dagon.
On the D-Man. All right.
He's been very inspirational tonight.
The Cibriex uses its massive bulk and the very little wiggle room it has to rebel against its chains. So it is going to roll. Now, these chains, to just break it, I'm going to give him a DC 20 check. But he's going to try. And unfortunately, he failed to break any of his chains. Mr. Raven.
Right. The Raven's gonna like fly around the Cibriex just in case the Cibriex is feeling
Bitey.
like, yeah, and over to this guy.
All right. Back to Fetch Tatter. Okay.
Yeah.
And offering the help action to anybody who attacks him, I suppose?
Yep.
All right. Balakros is not fighting for you guys unless you order him to do so. So he's totally happy to sit back and watch. Muriel.
All right. I'm gonna come out, get a line of sight on the guy behind the Cibriex,
All right.
and shoot him.
Ooh, nice
Ready?
hit. No sneak attack, though, right?
Yes, sneak attack because of my Raven.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Almost forgot. 25. Ouch.
And
That
then
hurts.
I will bonus action dash and go back behind the rock.
That's a good thing, because he was going to target you with his other finger of death spell. Kael.
All right, so I'm going to come out just enough to get quarter vision, which gives me full shot,
Right.
and I'm going to send 3 arrows at him.
At Fetch Tatter, yeah?
At the guy in the back, all the way down there.
Right. Okay. 20. That's a hit for 16 damage. $12 misses.
You have bless, I think.
I have it built into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. I see it.
I would never remember, so I built it in.
Good idea, right? You sons of bitches. You killed Fetch Tatter. And it was his turn, and he was going to cast Finger of Death again. But now he just dissolves into a puddle of goo. Lulu.
Just gonna sit back, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I'm waiting for somebody, and Lulu is me, right? Chain, Chain Devil. All right. Chain Devil doesn't like being in the black tentacles. Is going to step out over here. Dagon, take your op attack. If you so choose. All right. Now the Chain Devil comes up to Fancy. And he's going to attack with the chain. 18, Fancy. This dude is like one of the dudes from Hellraiser. He's got all these infernal chains that wrapped around him, and he actually uses them and lashes out with them like whips, and they got hooks on them. Like I said, very Hellraiser.
So, Fancy, this time he has gone prison rules on you.
So 13 slashing damage for Fancy. And he is grappled. That was just the first attack, too. Where's grappled? There's grappled. All right. All right, so... until this grapple ends, the target is restrained and takes piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. Yowza. You're very quiet about all this, Joe. Are you here? Are you with us? This is going to be such a surprise for him later.
Oh, I was about to say, so technically, because that devil did start its turn still in the square, it has to just make the save again.
And what was that, a con save?
It's a dexterity save.
Dex save, okay. With advantage because of magic resistance, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he beats it.
All right, cool. All right, so let's put a pin in all that damage for Fancy. 13 damage. I can remember lucky number 13. That's easy enough. And, I forgot to do my unnerving mask for the other Chain Devil. I'll have to remember that this round. All right. Because the other Chain Devil now has to make his dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he makes it.
Yep.
Dagon, you no longer have an op attack.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that bastard.
All right, Kyle. 8 slashing damage, and you are grappled.
1 second. What is it? Is that 24?
Yeah.
I can't get that high. All right.
Not with that attitude, you won't. All right, so you took 8 damage and were grappled. Oh, I didn't do the second attack on Fancy either. Fancy, I think a 16 hits. I'm not totally sure. So that would be another 9 for Fancy.
All right. So how much?
You take 22 total, Fancy. And there's a second attack on Kyle. So another 15, Kyle.
I am going to shield that one.
Okay. All right. Now the owl.
Is going to do the help action on the one that's on me. And then go there.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I shouldn't have moved him. You had it. There we go. All right. Dagon. That's what he's saying about the Chain Devils. Dagon. All right, Dagon. 15. Not going to cut it against the Chain Devil.
All right, let me try again. Wow.
That hits for 10 magical slashing.
Yep. And my d6 of damage.
5 more. All right.
You had bless on that first attack, Dagon.
Oh,
Well,
he
on
did.
all of your attacks, actually.
Right, and you know what? It's only a 16 he needed, so even 1 on a d4 would have been enough. So I'm going to give him 11 more damage.
All right.
Good catch.
Is the bless a one-time use, or is it?
Nope.
Nope, it's a concentration effect that Salim is maintaining. Right. Yeah, just put a yellow dot on your token to remind yourself that you have it.
And I'm inspired by fancy as well.
Right. Okay, Marcus. We're going to hit you with the unnerving mask again.
All right.
DC 14 wisdom save. All right, you make that one.
All good.
Right.
I want a spiritual weapon as a mace right above this guy, please.
Okay. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Control all players. Save. There you go. You should be able to move that now.
Great. And so the spiritual weapon is attacking it. And it's a level 4 spiritual weapon, so he's doing some extra damage.
20 hits for 16 points of damage, right?
16 force, yep.
16. Nice. All right, is that it for Marcus?
That's it.
Salim, you get hit with the unnerving mask now. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I gotta wait. I can't. He doesn't have line of sight on you. He's probably gonna end up having to do it to Muriel when her turn comes around, or Kyle. Sorry about that. False alarm. You can go ahead, Salim.
Okay, so I'm dropping concentration on the spell here because if they had failed, they would have been restrained, but that's useless now. Let me see. Okay, so he's not going to be able to.
Who's concentrating on the bless? Marcus?
Yeah.
And who has bless?
Muriel, Kyle, and Dagon.
Okay. So I guess because they'll save against the spell DCs, the only thing I can think of to do besides hitting them with a bunch of cantrips is would someone like to become a T-Rex?
I was gonna say, will that break grapple?
I'll say yes. I would think transforming into a T-Rex might break her grapple. I don't know. Maybe you could hang on while you transformed. I guess. What's the size limit on? Hey, is there any limiting on grappling stuff bigger than you?
That's a great question. I would not know the answer to that.
The target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger than you, and must be within your reach.
Yeah, I would say going gargantuan would break it.
Right. Yep.
Alrighty. I hope I can. Would you say that like makes eye contact?
No.
One more? Okay, one more. Yeah. I think I have to see him at least. Okay. Or would this be enough? Because I can move one more square.
No, go one more.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna look at Kyle and be like, you owe me for this. Seeing him grappled, I'm casting Polymorph. And I'll turn him into a T-Rex.
Roar! And it's a T-Rex with bless, no less.
Yeah, that's why I was asking who had bless.
Right? A blessed Rex. All right. Fancy. You're grappled. Oh, and something happens with that. If you start your turn grappled. So it says, Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained and takes 7 damage at the start of each of its turns. Actually, 2d6 at the start of each of its turns. So let's see how much damage Fancy takes. Right in the middle, 7. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
You got these spiked razor blade chains all hooked onto you.
Well, let's see what we can do to remedy.
You can use an action to get all the chains off you with a acrobatics or athletics of 14.
And that's my action.
And that would be your action, right?
Okay, I'll try to take the chains off.
All right, acrobatics or athletics. You make the call. Ooh, unfortunate. 14 is a tough one, even with the +5.
All right. And for a bonus action, I will cast. I'm gonna use a bardic inspiration point and cast Mantle of Inspiration.
Very good.
And I will cast it on Aegon, Celine, Muriel. I have 4 of them.
And
Oh, I can do 8. I can do 8 at 5th, so I'll just do everyone.
Everyone gets 5 temp hit points
Nice.
and can
Yeah.
use their reaction, which everybody has, to move your speed without provoking.
Yeah, it's actually they get 8 hit points.
Oh, 8. Very good. I gotta grab my Skittles. Don't tell my wife. Hold on.
Yeah, that's nice. I can get everyone. Yeah, plus 8 points, and you can move if you want.
Thanks for the temporary hit points.
Thank you, that's nice. Now I'm not in line of sight with that one guy.
All right, so that was Fancy. Sibriex is going to try to break his chains. Closer, but still no success. And then we go to the Raven.
All right, Raven. We'll use the help action on that guy.
Okay,
think-
so now I'm going to target Muriel at the start of her turn with this one's mask.
My wisdom save.
Right.
Oh no! I'm afraid. At disadvantage.
That's not so bad. Maybe
Well,
should have done it to the T-Rex.
while it's in my line of sight. Okay. So, and this guy just did it to me?
Yep.
Okay. So if I move over here, like, so that the rock's in between us, can I
Now
lose
you
that?
no longer have disadvantage. You're still frightened,
Yeah,
but
okay.
you don't have disadvantage, right?
And then, because my Raven used the help action, I'm going to try to see if I can finish this guy off. Looks like he's almost dead. Yay!
Look at that. All right. So that is 13 plus 31.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Quite a nice shot there, lady. And then we go to the T-Rex.
All right. I'm gonna try to bite that dude. As soon as the sheet comes up.
Oh yeah, that'll do. Now, I think this is non-magical, so I think it'll be halved. $16 points of damage.
And he has to make. What size is he?
He is medium.
He is grappled.
Caught in the jaws.
And that's it, because I don't have anything else to attack.
All right. Chain Devil here no more. Chain Devil here grappled. Wants to break the grapple. What's the escape DC?
17.
Holy shit. And he breaks the grapple. Drops to the ground. And surrenders and begs for mercy. We're going to mark him as prone. He goes down prone, on his knees, surrendering, because he recognizes and he says out loud, "I have no hope of beating you or getting away. I'm just a lowly devil, and I'll leave you be if you let me go."
I mean, we're gonna need some information.
Should we make him swear loyalty to us until we leave the plane?
We shall see.
The owl will just go over, do the help actioning, just in case someone wants to do something.
All right. Day gone.
We're not attacking.
That decision hasn't been made yet.
No, this one right here, the Sibrax.
No, we're not attacking him. We're trying to free him.
Then I'll go and try and do that.
Try to do what now?
Ray, this one, he's in chains, right?
He is.
Can I try to dislodge the chains from him?
Absolutely, you can.
Would that be strength, or would I attack it with a weapon?
You would make a weapon attack against it.
I
I
will
would
use my.
use Bardic Inspiration.
It
If
has
you
an
haven't
armor
used
class
it.
19 and a damage threshold of 10.
All right, so there's that plus the bless.
This is on the to hit roll, not the damage. So you definitely hit.
And the bless is a D6 or a D4.
That's just for the to hit.
That's for the to hit roll.
Oh,
It's a
that's
D4. Right?
Oh, okay.
Same
But I
thing
have
with Bardic Inspiration. It's for the hit, not the damage.
but the giant's might
Right.
is for the damage.
Giant Smite is for the damage.
Yeah, so that's 11.
11. Okay, so it has a damage threshold of 10, but you did 11, so it takes 11. Let me do a little separate.
And how many chains does he have on him?
6.
All right, I'm gonna use my other attack for another attack.
That is a miss. But you got your D4s and your Bardic Inspirations, right?
Yeah, so there's the
17 still misses.
and the bardic inspiration is a D4. Yeah,
I think it's a D6 or a D8. Is
So
Bardic
that's-
Inspiration a D6 or a D8, Fancy?
D8.
okay.
Okay, so 17 plus 5 turns it into a hit. But the 9 damage doesn't meet the damage threshold.
Okay. So then you'd only have 1 hit point left, or I have to get the 10 on each? I have to get the 10 in one attack.
Exactly. A single source of damage threshold works like if you don't meet the threshold, it does no damage. But if you go over the threshold, it takes all of it.
Okay.
Right.
Good to
All right.
know.
Marcus.
Alright, my spiritual weapon is moving its full 20 feet. And I'm moving also. And I'm sending a sacred flame at this guy.
Is that the surrendering party?
Yes.
All right. Now he's prone, so he has like disadvantage, or right?
On
Creature
saving
has-
throws?
A prone creature, an attack roll against the creature has disadvantage.
Yeah, but he's doing a save.
It's a save
Okay.
based, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think it changes anything.
Nope, I don't think it does. 5 radiant damage.
And that's my turn.
All right. Salim.
Okay. So this guy is free, right?
No, he's still in all 6 chains, though Dagon has weakened
okay,
one of
6.
the chains. Right.
Okay.
No, I got one. I destroyed one, I thought.
Oh, no. It had 33 hit points. You did 11 damage to it, so now it's got 22.
All right. I think I'm gonna head over, and this is roughly as far as I can get. I'm gonna try and hit that chain. Let's see, what do I have? Let me see. Let's try Mind Sliver. I'm sorry, not Mind Sliver. Chill Touch.
Okay.
That wouldn't make sense.
And you're attacking the Sibriax or the chains?
The chain. The chain.
19 hits. Doesn't hit the damage threshold though, so it doesn't it does not do any damage.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just Okay, this is just a test run of like, well, I don't know what else to do. I'll let the dinosaur handle that devil. Kind of like, okay, whatever.
Fancy, you're no longer grappled. Let me take that off of you.
Okay. Are we still in a battle mode?
There are two devils and a devil and a demon on the board.
This guy right here.
Marcus attacked the chain devil that's trying to surrender.
Is that this one?
Yep.
I will attack that one too. Yes.
Why not?
Wherever Marcus goes.
Mob mentality. It just one person starts throwing punches, everybody starts throwing punches. It's great.
I'm gonna viciously mock him.
Made his save.
Whatever. I'm done.
Sibriex strains against its chains, but can't break free. All right, Raven.
Okay, Raven's gonna go use a help action on this guy.
All right, Muriel. No
Right.
longer frightened, right?
Yeah, and Muriel's mad because he scared me, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Dan,
Yes.
tiny Vegas.
Okay. Ooh, all right. So he is on his knees, and you unleash a shot right into. Where do you want to shoot him?
And it's eyeball.
All right. Well, let's say it it lodged in his shoulder. How about that? Because it wasn't lethal.
Okay.
All right. All right, Mr. T-Rex. You don't know why, but Muriel's shooting at you now. That is you, Mr. T-Rex.
Oh, I rolled, but it went to you directly. Why?
Oh, I see. Okay, it whispered it. Oh, yeah, all right. It did the attack rolls, but not the damage. Roll that bite damage. Holy guacamole. So we're going to have it because it's not magical, right? So 22. And the tail
Roll
attack
that.
miss, right?
And he's grappled again.
Regrappled. Tries to break the grapple, I think is going to be his priority here. Doesn't do it that time. So he's going to try to attack the Tyrannosaur to get it to let him go. What else can he do? Oh, wait, no. He used his action to try to escape, even if it was unsuccessful. That's it. That's all he's got. All right. Mr. Owl.
Help action.
Dagon.
All right, attack again.
On the chain, okay.
In the chain, and I'm going to use the green flame blade.
25 hits for a total of 21 damage. Now, the chain had 22 hit points left, so you've got this thing hanging on by a thread, but it is still hanging on. One more point of damage was all you needed. Follow-up attack, right?
Yeah, follow-up attack.
Okay, so that chain is broken. There are 5 chains remaining.
Okay.
And if that is it for Dagon, we will go to Marcus.
Okay, moving the spiritual weapon up again, and it's going to make its attack. Nope, that's the wrong spell. Spiritual weapon.
10 points of damage.
And then for my action, I will Sacred Flame it.
Dexterity save. Advantage for magic resistance.
Is he grappled? Does he get disadvantage?
I don't know if that... He failed
Doesn't
that
matter.
either way.
Doesn't matter anyways.
Right. All right, so that is 14 radiant damage. And he had 15 points left. All right, Salim.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing again, where I'm gonna hit one of the chains. This time I'm gonna use a firebolt because that's higher damage. There we go.
Right, and that would be great if this weren't infernal iron that is immune to fire.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use a sorcery point to change the damage. So I'll
Okay.
set it to cold damage. If that will that work? Whatever
it
damage
will.
type
Cold
works.
damage does work. So you beat the damage threshold. It takes 16 points of damage, leaving 17 points remaining on that chain.
All right.
Right. Fancy.
Okay. Fancy channels his inner trunk, and he's like, "Hey guys, somebody put that thing in chains for a reason." And he's done.
All right, let's see. So then we go to the Cibriex's turn, and he's going to try to break his chains and not do very good about it. Then we go to the Raven again.
Okay, Raven will use the help action.
All right, Balakros does nothing. Muriel.
And they'll try to get rid of him.
At the Chain Devil.
Yeah.
All right, that does him in.
I try to throw him in the air and bat him with the tail away. Actually, I think I might have done it. I rolled it to hit.
Sure, I'll give you that one. So Muriel, you'll remember, the Chain Devil was in the Tyrannosaur's mouth at the time. So your killing blow came as a Tyrannosaur was chomping on him, and as Chris just said, he has done an acrobatic little flip the body over to his tail and hit it like a baseball bat out of the park. So Chain Devil goes bye-bye. Say goodbye, everybody. He goes way over there. All right, now we can drop initiative if you want, because the only one left alive now is the Cibriex, who has still got 5 of 6 chains on him, and he is still fighting with everything it has to break those chains.
As a T-Rex, I'm going to go down and stop biting chains.
All right. So there's one damaged chain already, or one that's completely intact. Which one would you like to go at first?
I'll go with the damaged.
All right. Roll that attack. Okay, so that's definitely a hit. And were you going after the damaged chain or the non-damaged chain?
To be honest, I was thinking the damage, so.
Okay, all right. 20 or 30 is a to hit roll. Now we need the damage roll.
That's the 29.
Okay, all right. So that is another chain sundered. All right. And I just cleared initiative, so we're kind of out of initiative at this point. But anybody who wants can take a shot at the chain, or you can leave it up to the T-Rex if you want.
Yeah, unless I can sneak attack a chain, I don't think that I can get past the damage
Right.
threshold, probably. But I just want to maybe communicate. Can I just think towards him? Because I think he showed me that he can communicate telepathically.
You can't initiate a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right. Then I'll just
You
talk
can always talk
to
out loud, right?
him. Yeah, I'll say it in Infernal too, and I'll just remind him that he's supposed to. We're helping to free him, and he's supposed to tell us where to find the whatever we're looking for.
Wow. I haven't seen this very often. Languages? All.
Oh.
He speaks
Wow.
every language. And has
Wow.
telepathy out to 120 feet.
There's 2 more chains gone, Dan.
All right. And with that, the Sibriex is who's Salim? That's your polymorph, right?
Yes. It lasts up to an hour.
Salim, and it's
Yeah.
not concentration, right? Or is it concentration?
It is concentration.
All right, let me mark you as concentrating. All right, so he can target up to 3 creatures. So why don't we do Dagon, Salim, and Muriel?
What is he doing?
Warp creature. Oh, did you not see it?
No.
Okay,
No.
I gotta change it so you can see it. Let me. Where's Toggle? Okay, here it comes again. I'm going to need Constitution saving throws from Muriel, Salim, and Dagon.
What?
Poison. What?
That's one of my better saves too. What the fuck?
Constitution. What is he doing?
Oh no, I'm exhausted again.
I'm gonna want to use a luck point.
I think we
Go.
should stop trying for him.
All right, so Dagon made his save. So you become immune to this Sibriex's warp creature feature. On a failed save, the target is poisoned. So Muriel, you're poisoned. Let me mark that. And Salim, you are poisoned. You also gain 1 level of exhaustion. While poisoned in this way, the target must repeat the saving throw at the start of your turns. 3 successful saves against the poison end it. And ending the poison removes the exhaustion. Each failed save causes the target to suffer another level of exhaustion. Once the target reaches 6 levels of exhaustion, it dies and instantly transforms. So that's going to be a complicated metric. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a little copy-paste of warp creature, because God knows we're going to have to refer back to it. And now I'll always have it on a little sticky note right here. Okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, you freed the Sibriex, and it immediately turned and targeted 3 of you with this power. Now,
So I'm immediately putting up an aura of purity, so anyone has advantage on saving throws against poison.
Fancy is playing an inspiring tune.
And who failed?
I did.
Just you?
It's Salim, I think.
Salim did
I also failed.
okay, so Here is something else before I move on. This is what I was looking for. This is what I read earlier. We're using the flesh warping variant. Creatures that fail the saving throw against the warp creature effect have to roll percentile dice. So that would be Muriel
Oh my.
and Salim. Roll D100s. Salim got a 42. Salim's skin becomes scabby, granting it a +1 bonus to AC, but reducing your charisma by 2.
What?
That's
I
not
was
good.
no.
Don't worry,
no.
Marcus will fix it. It's not that bad.
I'm a literal fucking sorcerer. I need my charisma. Oh my god, no.
Oh, that's okay. I
Well,
like
cut the
mine.
scab off. You'll
okay.
heal.
I can fly now.
But your ears are wings.
That's fine. Muriel's happy with that one. I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. But I don't feel very well.
A spell that removes a curse ends the warping effects on a creature. Just so you know. Right, there we go.
I'm just going to be burning through spell slots for the next little bit.
I guess we should re-roll
No.
initiative, right?
Yeah,
Because
probably.
we got to see when that remove curse can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muriel's gonna be like, no, don't touch my ears.
Please, I don't need the AC. I need the charisma, please.
All right, let's roll for initiative, everybody.
Get a 6.
I'm using a luck point to re-roll that.
Very good.
There we go.
Nice. All right, I think that's everybody. All right, so Mr. Tyrannosaur, you get to go first.
Tail swipe first. 25 to hit, 30 damage.
25 to hit, 30 damage. Okay.
Followed
Damage
up-
resistancing, non-magical, so 15 points of damage.
And then followed up by the bite.
Which misses.
Oh,
All right. All right, Mr. Owl.
how far away? He's going to fly down, do the help action, and then back out to right there.
All right. Little thing I forgot to do before. This red circle is a 30-foot circle in every direction around the Sibriex that is contaminated. Plants that aren't creatures within the aura and the ground in it become difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the aura must make a DC 20 Constitution save.
I don't see an aura.
There's no red circle.
Oh, you don't see it?
Nope.
That's interesting. Because I see it.
Could
I
Marcus's
see it.
aura be wiping it out?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think
let
so.
me, let me try to move it. Maybe. Did that shake anything loose?
So I can,
No. I see the aura around Marcus.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
anyone else see that?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
around
gonna
Marcus, yeah.
put the owl back until we see
I
what the
wonder
aura.
if you can't see it because it's not a creature under your control. Maybe.
Is it only on the GM layer?
No. Here. What about now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
As soon as I changed it as can be edited and controlled by, then you guys can see it. But I don't mind. I'll let you stare at his character sheet if you want. But that is the contaminated area. Now, Kael, you just had your turn, right? Were you?
No, the owl was. I'm gonna put the owl back just in case. Yes, I did just have my turn with the T-Rex. Oh, yes.
All right. So you were within 30 feet. So any creature that starts its turn, let's make a DC 20 con save.
I'm gonna use my con which is only a +1, but he has a +4.
Yeah, you should use the T-Rex's con, right?
I can't. It won't click.
Oh, okay. Let me try it. He's yeah, +4 to con, so 23. So yeah, he crushed it. Doesn't take that damage and is immune to this Cibriex's contamination for 24 hours. So T-Rex has no worries. All right, Mr. Owl.
Mr. Owl cannot get out of the territory safely, so he's going to move to the edge of the ring for next time.
Gotcha. He's not going to enter the contaminated area.
He's only going to go if he can fly in and out in one turn.
Right. All right, Argus.
Okay. Looking at something real quick. Okay, yeah. The so Bless is gone because the aura is up. And let's see. I need to make a save for.
Oh yeah, a DC,
DC
20
20
con save, right?
It's fine. Oh, so close.
12 points of poison damage.
Do you have
Okay.
advantage on that because of your own aura?
That's only if I become poisoned.
Oh,
I think. Let me check that. Second. Resistance to poison damage. Yep, so that's halved.
Very good. All right.
And then for the actual turn, I'll remove Curse on Salim.
There we go. That puts our charisma back.
Yep.
All right. Salim, you still concentrating on Bless?
No, I'm concentrating on the polymorph.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So the Bless is Marcus?
That's gone.
That's gone.
But I am concentrating still on the aura. I
So
dropped
we're
the
no
bless
longer
and
blessed?
added the aura. That's right, no longer blessed.
Got it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, Marcus.
I just went.
You did. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was.
I thought it was
moving
an
dots.
exciting turn.
Fancy.
Okay, do I have to roll the Constitution?
You're just outside the contaminated area, so we'll say no.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
so-
I guess I should move, huh?
I guess, yeah, that
Oh.
might be.
Actually, no. I'm not going to, because
Okay.
Kyle's still there.
Can you move down towards the outer edge and like warp it?
There you
Yeah.
go.
But Dagon's not in there. So
Right.
no, I'll stay.
Okay.
Okay.
What if you move up there? Like just on the
Then
north edge.
He'd lose Kyle.
Yeah, but I'm immune now.
Oh,
That's
right.
true.
Right.
That's true. Yeah, okay.
All right. Fancy, fancy.
All right, I'm casting Polymorph on the Azaric or the Shibrizbiak.
Okay.
Or you could polymorph Dagon.
I know, but I was just gonna turn him into a sheep or a lamb.
Oh, me? Dagon?
The Cibriex.
no, the
Oh,
bad guy.
The Cibriex. I was just gonna turn him into something that we could just throw off a cliff.
Oh, he's got legendary actions I've been forgetting all about. Oh my god.
What?
I suck as a DM.
well, that's good to
You
know.
guys are so lucky you're
No,
not
you're
doing
doing great.
anymore. Yeah, he's got legendary actions I could have been using the whole time. All right. Fancy.
That's okay.
I could
Fancy.
turn him into a panda bear. They don't go that fast.
So you're going to polymorph Cibriex?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. I'll turn him into a sheep.
All right. Wisdom saving throw with advantage because of his magic resistance.
Oh boy.
It worked. Ah.
He had to burn it.
He had to
What
burn
if he
it.
chooses not to succeed?
I can't counterspell that legendary resistance, right? That's not a thing, right?
I don't
It's
think
not
so,
a
right? Because
not
it's
a
not a
spell.
spell, right?
Yeah.
Keeper.
I guess it's like trying to counterspell
sniper.
lucky, which just doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of Fancy's turn, the Sibriex is going to start using his legendary actions, and he's going to spray bile on Dagon.
Ew.
That sounds
Dagon's
horrible.
starting to take this personally.
I don't think that hits, right?
Yeah, this is, but he's still taking it personally.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did the wrong thing. I did a bite attack. I meant to hit bile, and I just saw bite and I jumped at it. I'm sorry. So squirt bile doesn't even use an attack roll. This was what I should have done. I'm sorry. So you need to make
Holy
a Dex
crap.
saving throw.
Oh my god.
This is one bad dude.
All right. I have to use quick roll because I can't do 10d6 in the quick roll thing. 10d6.
It doesn't go up to 10. That's a 33.
33 acid damage. All right. And that was one of his legendary actions for this round. And Dagon, it is now your turn.
And I need to roll concentration.
Yep, for the
For the
contamination,
poison?
it's a DC 20, right? Constitution. Okay, so 46 poison damage. 12 poison damage.
That's half, right? Because of the aura.
Yeah, you have
You're in the
resistance.
aura.
Oh,
Right. Too bad.
That's a poison effect. Would he get an advantage on the save?
It
No.
usually says specifically, either, resistant to poison damage or, immune
Yeah.
to the poison condition or something like that. It
It-
usually
yeah.
will separate them.
It does specify the condition.
Right, right. All right, so that is Dagon. That was just the beginning of your turn, so.
yeah.
uh,
Well, I'm going to do. It's been longer than a minute since the beginning of the battle, I assume. So I'm going to do Giant Smite again.
okay.
And see how this does against fire. Dark immune, but
Ooh, armor class is 19. Ruh-roh.
and that's it.
And it's the end of your turn. And this brings us to another legendary action. Let's see. He's going to cast a spell at Salim.
Hold on, let me just look at something really fast. Counterspell not a
no.
concentration. I'm gonna cast counterspell as a reaction.
All right, so your spell attack is +4, right?
Yeah.
So you got to roll a spellcasting attack against a DC 18. So you got to roll 14 or better on a D20.
All right. D20 plus 4. Let's roll. Come on. Oh, shit.
So you get feeble-minded. The target takes 4d6 psychic damage, but that is the least of your problems.
Oh, I'm resistant to psychic because of my sorcerer.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay. So you only take 3 points of damage then.
Ooh, but least of my problems.
Right.
But
And I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Come on. Okay, please be high enough.
Said the spell?
yeah, spell save DC 21. It says.
Right.
So I had to beat a 21.
Right.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
The creature's intelligence and charisma score become 1. You can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate anything. It doesn't say that you lose concentration, but I'm going to say you go ahead and lose concentration. Because I think if your intelligence becomes 1, right?
It also says like language, activate magic. I think that's enough, you know?
Right.
Because
Alright,
I have to be aware I'm casting it.
no more T-Rex then. And that was the second of the Cibriex's legendary actions for this round. Now it's the Cibriex's turn. And he is going to attack Kyle now, who's no longer grappled. I got to take that grapple off of you. Lose that grapple. Okay. So, you are getting... the Cibriex has these chains that still hang off of it. And it is going to... Oh, wow. Okay. It does all 3 then. Sorry, Kyle. Here comes the bile. So make a DC 20 dex save, Kyle.
That is gross.
That is 30 acid damage.
1 second.
You're looking at like an absorb elements or something of the effect? Oh,
Yep.
exactly what we were talking about. I thought that just gave you resistance. It literally just takes 5 points of damage.
No, that was just me casting the spell. I actually get to use 5 points on 1 attack next round.
Oh, okay, I got it.
But it cuts the damage in half.
Right. So 30 becomes 15, which is very good. Because you still got an attack from a chain and a bite. So here comes the chain. You got hit by the bile. The chain, no advantage, so that's a miss. And the bite is a crit.
Shit.
Can
Curious fact,
I,
since I absorbed elements on
That's okay.
acid, am I still resistant to acid?
I will say yes. I think legitimately that it is a yes, but if I have to adjudicate in this situation, I won't waste time to consult. I'll just take a guess that it is.
can I use silvery barbs against the bite?
Yeah, it's Silvery Barbs is against. Just read you get to target another creature's attack, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And Dan, that was the right call. I just went and read it all.
Awesome. I love when I get it right. All right, so re-rolling the bite attack. 16 misses.
Correct. I got an 18.
Right. So.
Thanks, Dagon.
You can.
And then Dagon gets to choose a creature to have an advantage on the next attack roll. The last paragraph of Silvery Barbs.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I know what creature I'm going to choose.
All right, and that's the Cibriex's turn. The bile, the chain, and the bite. And then we go to the Raven, who's outside the contamination area. I will point out, for this whole fight, you've only done 15 points of damage to it.
Can
Yeah.
we yell at the two non-combatants to get their asses in here?
Lulu,
Actually, should we run?
Or run?
I think we should run.
Head for our vehicles and get the hell out of Dodge?
Not the worst idea.
I think this is bad.
And how often do I actually suggest running?
come on, you
Yeah, I'm
guys
usually
can do a lot of
anti-run,
damage.
Well, I can start. Yeah, I'm gonna. If it comes to my turn, I'm gonna start pumping damage. But I don't know this guy, and he's whacking us hard. But I'll keep going if you guys want to go for a little longer.
It's all the legendary actions that really tip it in his favor, and
How many does he have?
he gets 3 per round.
And he has
Oh,
one more this
damn.
round.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, he's got 1 more this round, right?
That's in addition
Yeah.
to his turn.
Right.
Which is multi-attack.
Yeah, I think we should run.
Now,
Yes, he's
told you he
Marcus,
knows where the
yeah.
adamantine rods are, but he hasn't told you where. So letting him go might represent an ultimate failure in that mission.
Well, it's better than a TPK.
Do you want to give it one more round, and then if we're not doing great, get the hell out of here?
How about this? Because you guys could be level 10 for this fight. You think there's anything juicy if you were all go up to level 10 but keep your current hit points? You think that would tempt you at all, or?
Have to check.
Let's see if there's anything that happens.
You really want that TPK?
I'm looking
Do I
again
spell
at how
it?
long Feeble Mind lasts.
Oh, don't worry about Feeble Mind. That'll be gone on my turn.
Oh, good. Because it lasts 30 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, Saleem, I gotta make a new character sheet. Like that's he's out of commission, the poor boy. I mean, there's not much for sorcerer at level 10 personally, even if I'm multi-class. My next big thing is at level 12, so I'm
Gotcha.
gonna multi-class if we're bumped up.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
Cybriax had no intention of ever helping you. It just wanted to escape, and as soon as its chains were busted,
Right.
and the fact is, if you had started wailing on it, it would just fly away. It's got a fly speed of 20, so it's pretty slow.
Still.
That means we can get away.
Right. Yeah, that is a good point too.
You guys want to give it one more round?
Run away! Run away!
Yeah.
Let's give it
One
one
more
more
round,
round.
okay.
Let's see what
Are
More
happens.
we-
rounds. See how we do.
Are we leveling up or not?
Yeah, oh yeah, do it because
Go to 10?
you could have been 10 for this one. I didn't anticipate how strong the Cybriax was. I knew that it was going to be a real tough one. But every time I've ever said that about most of my D&D groups, like, oh, this is going to be a tough fight, y'all come in and kick ass. And I'm like,
No, this is crazy.
yeah, this guy is the real deal.
Okay, if we're gonna give it one more round, then I'm gonna let my bird get in there.
It has to make the save. It probably won't survive it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know, but
Okay.
if we're gonna run anyway, possibly,
Yep.
then I might as well try. So go on, Raven. I'll bring you back. Don't worry.
Advantage for the next person attacking the Cybriax.
Yeah, help action.
All right, Salim, you are feeble-minded.
Yeah, Saleem is just, nothing going on. Just there's just static on the TV. He's just standing there, like, not knowing what to do. Yeah, he's not going to do anything. He has no idea what's going on at this point. He just sees his friends and he's like, huh, what are they doing?
Hi, friends.
Friends!
In fact, it can't talk, so it's just,
Aw.
All right, Muriel.
All right,
Oh,
I'll run
let's do something. Legendary action at the end of Salim's turn.
back. Oh, let me go back.
Okay.
Where was I?
Legendary
Right there?
action. Legendary action. Let's see. What's he going to do?
Right here, I think. Where was I? I don't remember. I
If
think
he
it was
wants to
there.
cast a spell, that costs 1 action. If he wants to use his warp, that's 2. He doesn't have 2. He only got 1. So is he going to do a spell or the squirt bile? He can feeble mind 3 times per day. But that would just
That
be
one's-
me being a
Yeah, that
dick.
one's just mean.
Right. So I'm going to go with the squirt bile. Again, on Dagon. He vomits on you. Projectile, because he's within 120 feet. My God. You can really get some distance and arc on that. Dex 20 saving throw.
Oh, that's funny.
Squirt
Sorry,
at
concentration.
me. I got a plus 10 dex saving throw, and I have evasion.
So
36 points of acid damage, Dagon. And that is his last legendary action of the round. And going
Okay.
last in the round is Muriel.
All right, so now I will move over here. I got my bird up there. I'm gonna shoot him.
That hits
Oops,
for
that. Okay.
26 damage. Nice.
I do have advantage because of my bird, so I'm just gonna do it one more time just to see if I would have crit.
Sure.
Okay.
Very good.
No. So 26.
All right.
All right, then I'm gonna.
Oh, you were
uh,
poisoned, though, so that should have been a disadvantage. But we'll take the
Oh.
22 and the 20. I'll
Okay.
I was
take
about
the
to
20.
say,
Right.
isn't the aura that Marcus has going, doesn't that cure poison
does it?
automatically?
No,
Not
not quite.
automatically. Okay. All right, so Muriel took her shot, and her arrow found purchase in the Cibriex's disgusting flesh. And then we are back at the top of the round to Kyle, who has to save against the contamination. effect.
Didn't
Oh,
test
you
that?
are immune. You're immune.
Yep.
Right.
All right, let's start off with a new thing I do. Bonus act. Hunter's marking him.
Okay.
And now I'm just going to start shooting him in the face. Oh, one second. I'm on the wrong spot.
Yeah, actually, can I do that? Can I just add one more thing to my turn? Can I,
Sure.
for like my bonus action, can I like taunt him and be like, "Hey, I bet you can't hit me with bile."
Do you have something that specifically says you have a taunt ability?
No, I just
Um,
want to try to draw that away because I probably have a better chance than my party mates against that.
I see. So let's see. What skill would that fall under? Charisma skill.
Persuasion?
I'm guessing that might be. Or
Either that or intimidation.
right.
No, I think persuasion.
I'll give it to you. Let's go with it.
That's a plus 10.
All right, good roll. I'm going to say for one turn, he has disadvantage on attacks against anybody else but you.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Kyle?
First attack. I actually have no advantage right now, do I?
I don't think so.
Since I had disadvantage, does that mean that Raven like didn't get used?
I guess it would have equaled it out and made it
Okay.
a flat roll. So yeah, we're
Okay, so
we're
that-
been all over the map on that one.
Yeah.
What, there's a 19 hit
19 does hit.
or 19 damage.
magical damage.
Wait a second, something's wrong with that. Nope, that's right.
All right. Now he's going to use a legendary
I
action.
got one more attack.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I was just double checking all the.
19 hits for 19 more.
Jesus. But hey,
19 for 19 and 19 for 19.
that's odd, isn't it?
Right? Now, here comes the squirt bile at Kyle. That rhymes. DC
That's-
20 deck save.
So if that's a Kyle with my like taunting thing. So he's supposed to have disadvantage, but that's not a.
Right. He's not making an attack roll. Look at that. So
Nice.
you take no damage because this isn't, despite the 10d6,
Okay.
it's not a half damage attack. So you avoid it all. He has used one of his legendary actions. He's got 2 left, and we go to Mr. Owl.
He is going to fly in, do the help action, and fly all the way back out, and not end his turn or start his turn in that area effect.
That's how to do it. Mr. Marcus.
Salim's all good.
Oh, look at that.
And then as
no,
a
not poisoned either, right?
no, that get
Gets rid of the poison condition.
one effect.
It was the only one that she was under, right?
Well, it was
The
also
feeble mind.
poison.
Oh, got it.
And bonus action, the spiritual weapon will attack it.
And just miss.
Dang. All right.
Okay, so next legendary action, which costs 2 actions, so it's going to be all of his legendary actions for this round.
Oh
He
boy.
is going to warp creature again, and he is going to choose Dagon, Kyle, and Salim. Oh, wait, Dagon and Kyle, you already got warped, right?
I made a save against something that I made me immune
You
to something.
you saved against it, but
Yeah, I'm immune to it.
I've been targeted by it before, but I failed.
You had to use.
I'm immune to it too.
So who got the long ears for flying? Dagon, right?
No, that's
No.
me.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've saved against this effect. I saved against the ground.
Right.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
save
and the other one was Salim because she had the charisma that got fixed. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Okay. All right. So who's the 3 he's going to pick this time? They got to be within 120 feet. That is everybody. Let's target 3 different people than we did last time. What did we do last time? Salim, Dagon, and Kyle, right?
No, it wasn't me.
No.
That was
Me.
It
Muriel.
was Muriel. Muriel, Salim, and Dagon. Okay. So let's do Kyle, Marcus, and Fancy.
You've been gunning for me this whole game. Okay.
All right, so Kyle is immune to the feature. But Marcus and Fancy fall victim to it. On a failed save, Marcus and Fancy are poisoned. Let me mark you accordingly. Poisoned and poisoned. 1 level of exhaustion for each of you.
Wait a second. Advantage on saving throws against effects that would cause any of the following conditions, including poisoned.
Very good. All right.
So me and Fancy both can reroll that.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's see another con save, Fancy. See if you can get above 20. It's
Yeah.
tough. You're having good rolls, but they're tough. Tough DCs. Okay. All right. So, creature gains 1 level of exhaustion.
Saving throw at the start of each of its turns.
Oh, and then that's right. It's not listed in this, but it's the flesh warping variant over here.
Oh, that's the one.
Right. So, when a creature fails a saving throw against the warp effect, you can roll percentile dice. So Fancy and Marcus roll percentile dice. Marcus gets a 30.
Is that the charisma one?
Nope.
Trying to do it from memory.
Cool. I'm in.
And Fancy with 68. Let's see what Fancy's got.
That's even better than mine.
Hey, that's cool too.
Right?
This reminds me of that place in Strahd.
Superior.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
All right, so that was the attacks. Did they do damage? Did we? No, it doesn't do damage. It just does poison and exhaustion and flesh warping. But it doesn't do damage.
Looks like I just have to succeed 3 times before I fail 6 times.
Yeah,
Is that how I'm reading that right?
Yeah, I think, or 5 times because you've got 1 level of exhaustion.
Got one already.
Right.
Yep.
All right, poisoned Fancy.
All right.
Oh, so it
This
says
guy's got
repeat.
legendary actions.
While poisoned in this way, the target must repeat the saving throw at the start of its turn. So let's get a DC 20 con save from Fancy to start your turn.
Wonderful.
Okay, so that's 1 failure. So you go to exhaustion level 2.
Really?
It's
Yep.
got
Alright,
advantage, right? Or
I don't know exhaustion off the
It's
top of
the-
my head.
aura.
Level 2 is speed is half.
Okay.
Level 1 is disadvantage.
So
on
that's the guy
abilities.
All right.
Oh, you
Okay, I
have advantage on that, by the way.
Right. You do. You do. So you can roll another D20 Fancy.
Excellent.
Ooh, even worse. Okay.
Oh wow. So
All right. Well, that was just the formality at the start of your turn. Now is your chance to shine.
all right, I'm going for it. Now, is this thing concentrating on things, or is it's just annoying?
Nope. No concentrating.
Okay. I'm going after him. Hideous laughter, 30 feet. He's in range.
23. He made his save.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
I'm gonna now. I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to Kyle.
Okay.
And then I literally.
Thank you.
All right, Dagon. You got to start with your contamination roll. Very good. You are immune to the Sibriex's contamination for the next 24 hours.
Awesome.
Just
All right,
because I never will. Just be like, Dan, no, I'm immune, remember? I'll be like, okay.
I'm going to cross my fingers that we miraculously kill it before then. One D. So, got it. Back. Where so he has 20 hit points? 19 is his threshold.
Is 19 armor class, right?
Yeah. Let me go again.
All right. 28. That sure hits for, excuse me, for 11 points of damage.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use action surge for another attack. Because
All right. So another 18.
You get both attacks again.
on the action surge.
Yep. If you have 2 attacks, you get 2 attacks on an action surge.
It's true.
All right.
Every time you take the attack action, you can attack twice, right?
So that's 13. I am going to use. Yeah. No, that's too close. Bonus action. I'm pretty close to dead. Misty step out of there.
All right.
So, big. Oh wait, I'm immune, right? Actually,
Right. 2 is contamination, right?
bonus action. I'm going to cast. Spiritual weapon.
There it is. I put the hammer on the table for you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and that's going to miss.
That'll miss, yeah.
Now we go to the Cibriex's turn. Kael. DC 20 deck save. $10d6 acid damage. Here we go. 38 acid damage.
Oops. Why did it do that? I was casting those orb elements.
Okay.
I don't know why I cast so many dice there.
So that puts it to 19 acid damage.
I was just doing a first level, and I don't know why I did that. Must have clicked the work button.
Right. All right. So 19 acid. I think that brings you down to 40 out of 70.
Sure
Right.
does.
Here comes the chain.
Disadvantage.
24 is a hit, right?
Yep.
So don't worry about the 6. That was because of the crit. Just take the 22 damage. And disadvantage again on the bite, right? Because it's anybody except Muriel, we said?
Yes.
Okay, so he missed on the bite. Now we go to the Raven.
Alright, so Raven has to make a con save, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Come on, Raven.
Constitution. -1. Oh, so he can't succeed.
No, he can't.
So Raven is gone.
Poof.
Alright.
And then we go to Salim. Who is poisoned still.
Take him out, Salim.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Salim, first you have to make your poison save against that warp.
So that's Constitution, right?
That is a DC 20 con save, right?
All right. And since this is again, is this the aura? Does it give me advantage, or is that
I don't think the aura gives you advantage on this one.
on this one? Okay, because I thought it was like poison, but okay. Let me see. God damn it.
All right. No, this is
No,
the.
I think it should. Let me pop that back up again. Advantage on saving throws against effects that would cause any of the following conditions. I don't know if
When you fail this poison save, you gain a level of exhaustion.
Oh.
oh,
I already
'cause
have a
we're
level of
already
exhaustion.
poisoned.
Right.
All right. Well, take my initial roll. That's
What's that?
12.
Put you at exhaustion 2?
Yep.
Okay. Exhaustion 2, your speed is halved.
Well, it's a good thing I have Misty Step. I'm getting the fuck out of there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go right next to Muriel.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay down here if I can.
All right, then we go to Muriel, who has to make her saving throw against the warp.
Right. Did we decide? Is that advantage or not advantage?
Yes, advantage, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. What did we do? I know we just did it. I don't remember. Don't smoke pot, kids.
Is this the one that Is this the one that causes exhaustion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Salim roll with advantage?
No, I don't think she did. Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right, so you gain another level of exhaustion.
I will use a luck point
Okay.
and try it again.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So what are we doing, kids?
We got him.
We got him.
Is he bloodied at all?
Burn it down.
Here, no, he's at 42 of 150. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just looked. Misty Step is a bonus action. Can I, as an action, cast a cantrip against him?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm very excited to say this, but I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast. Thank you for letting us level up.
Hell yes, let's go.
I was going to last session, but because we met that one demon, what was his name in the mirror?
Mephistopheles?
I was like, okay, we technically made a bargain with him. I'm like, he's gonna be my warlock patron. I think that's how Salim becomes a warlock. He's like, I kind of like this dude. He made me smarter. I'll work for him.
Oh, are you talking about the guy who had to pour the steaming hot water on his face to unfreeze his face?
No, I mean like the demon he works for, because like we got like a +1
Right.
from doing that favor for them.
Right. Yeah, that's
So-
his boss is Mephistopheles. You didn't see him, but
Right.
Right.
But he kind of was like, he put the word out. He's like, tell your boss I'm interested.
Right.
If I get more shit like this.
Love it.
16, not gonna cut it for your inaugural blast. I'm sorry. More things will come down the road. There will be more chances to blast away. But now we're at the beginning of a round. You know what that means, kiddos.
I didn't have a turn.
You didn't? Did
Nope.
we skip you?
Just made the save.
Oh, right. Thank you. Okay, Muriel, go ahead.
Okay. Guess I'll shoot him. I don't have my raven.
Actually, my owl still has advantage on him.
Oh, then that just gives me not disadvantage.
Right.
Right, okay.
Yes.
Look at that. 11
There you
and
go.
19 is 30.
Yes.
Magic damage.
Yes.
All right. And
And
now we go to the top of the round at Kyle. Now, I am just going to say a D&D term as a hint, just to make you guys think about it, but non-lethal damage is all I'm saying.
What do I have?
Yeah,
that's
we
not
still
lethal?
gotta get him to tell us where the rods are.
Right.
Anyone have to talk to Dad? If we kill him, we could bring him back and talk to him.
No.
Give me a second. I got to figure out because if I shoot arrows, I can't do non-lethal.
When he dies, he'll turn into a pool of ichor.
Leave the
He'll still be dead.
I thought it was
non-lethal.
Icker.
Yeah, but we won't learn where the things are.
Well, we could find another way. Maybe.
I think Dan's telling us not to do that.
Well, I'm just saying, he supposedly has information you want. I mean, that's just something to consider. You might.
I would
talk-
I would have to skip my attack. I am going to look at him, surrender, and give us the info, or I'm ending you.
You don't have an unarmed attack or anything.
Was that his answer, Dan?
It was.
So what's okay? So what does that mean? Do I still go before that?
Yes.
All right, here we go. First one misses.
$19 hits for 22.
Yep.
I don't think you could do non-lethal damage with ranged weapons.
I tried to get him to surrender. He gave me an answer.
And now he's a puddle of goo.
Does that end the effects on us, or no? The need for us to keep making these con saves.
Does a demon have to be alive for his effects to stay?
I'm going to say the effects persist. 3 successful saves against the poison end it, entering the poison condition and any levels of exhaustion. So there's only the slight chance that you'll get 6 or 5 failures before you get 3 successes. And we don't remember everybody's success, right? You know, let's just say it clears up for simplicity purposes.
I'd end up just lesser restorations to
Right.
get rid of the poison anyway. So
Right. All right, congratulations. You killed the Sibriex and an Arcanoloth and 2 Chain Devils right before, so that was a good one. I had fun that fight. I hope you did too.
Oh yeah.
It was very satisfying to play that Sibriex. I'm going to remember him for later.
And when we go back, he broke free and killed everyone we had to kill.
Right? When you report back to Bell?
Yes.
Yeah, so unfortunately...
I had that.
wait 1 second.
Right?
I've got something for this.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask for divine intervention to find out where these things are.
I'm just reading it.
Mhm.
He's like Keanu Reeves in Constantine.
Would we think that Mephistopheles would know? We could ask him a secret, right?
Oh, so this says you have to roll percentile dice.
Yes.
And the percentile has to be within your level?
Yes.
So you
So I
only
have
got
a
a 10% chance.
10% chance.
Oh, that's rotten. I'll give you a 50% chance. How about that?
Well, womp womp.
Can
Oh well, worth a try.
We can go back and ask the demon in the ice.
Mephistopheles?
Yeah, he's still.
We get to ask for a secret.
roll a secret?
We each get to ask him for one secret, so we could ask for that.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Right, you wanted to return because Mephistopheles wanted you to blow up the river Styx flowing into the pit of Shumrath.
And we did that.
And Mephistopheles said if you do that, he'll tell you a secret plus give you a +1 to either your intelligence or wisdom.
Yeah, and we took the +1, but we haven't asked the questions
Secret,
yet.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe it's time to go back to the mirror of Mephistopheles then.
So there's no items or anything with these guys, right? They just melt away and there's nothing left.
Let's see. I want to say particularly the fetch tatter was carrying some stuff. Let me see about that. Okay, so fetch tatter wears a ring
Ooh.
on his right hand. In the pocket of its bile-stained robe are 2 potions of greater healing and 6 soul coins.
Okay.
He also has a spell book bound in demon flesh, containing all the spells he had prepared.
Potions of greater healing. 6 soul coin.
Yeah, so some good bound booty there.
And the party treasury, we had 19, or did someone just add it? I don't know if anyone's added it yet.
No, we had 19 or so
Okay, good.
before.
I will add that,
Put it up to 25. All right.
and I'll add that to the potions of greater healing as well.
Who uses the spell book? Is that
None of us.
one of us?
No.
Take it and sell it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to use that ring?
It seems like a Salim thing to me.
I mean, what does it say it does again? That I can just.
See through solid objects.
For 1 minute. For
It
1
does
minute.
have it has this thing about, oh, I closed it already, but there was something about like rolling a constitution save
Oh, yeah.
if you use
Succeed
it.
on a
level.
DC 15 con save or gain a level of exhaustion.
That's if you use the ring again.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get it once per long rest, or you're risking trouble.
I mean, in that case, if it's just to see through a solid object, I mean, I don't really particularly want it.
I can't use it. I don't have any attunement slots left.
I don't know, it seems good for, I don't know, a rogue, so you can see if your
That's true.
time's worth breaking into something.
Yeah, I can take it.
Yeah, you take it.
Okay. Wonder if it's in D&D Beyond.
It is.
Oh, cool. There it is.
All right. Excuse me just 1 second. I want to refill my cup and take a quick bio break. I'll be right back.
Yep.
So he does that, and when he comes back, we're just going to go straight and ask the question.
Think
Yeah, I think
so,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he say something about we're supposed to go down the river?
We already blocked that river. Remember that fight?
Okay.
Remember that fight we had where things were blowing up?
Yeah. But then he said he forgot. And we were supposed to do something when we went down the river. I don't know if we're going to
Oh.
down or not.
Oh yeah, when we're coming down, when we go back up the river, he's gonna have us fight something, I think, or some.
Yeah.
I was trying to get him to spit the bile at me because if I succeed on a deck save, then I can use evasion and I get no damage. But he wouldn't do it.
I might have been able to use Sanctuary to kind of force that a little bit, but too late now.
Yep.
Do you want to keep your wings?
My little earwings? Yes, I do.
Does that actually let you fly or float?
I only
Yeah,
have a
or-
5-foot fly speed, so yeah, I can kind of
Oh.
like hover, I guess.
Yeah, that's not super useful, is it?
No, but it's fun. I think Muriel would like it.
I was about to say, you have actual wings now. The cleric has wings.
Yeah,
and
that's
they can be
cool.
I
Feathery
know.
or leathery.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense to have the feathery wings, I suppose. I was thinking of getting rid of it, but you're right.
And what did Fancy get again?
Fancy got dark vision, right? Like
Dark vision.
120-foot dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Superior dark vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like it's cool when monsters are giving out bonuses, right?
Yeah.
Joke's
Just
on
sucks when
them.
it. Yeah,
Well, you guys got all the good ones.
yeah, you got the shitty one.
I'm the sorcerer, and I get a fucking charisma debuff.
Yeah, that
I
was,
got-
that was
I
bad.
got rid of that, right? That's gone.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
And thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
People still like you for you though.
That was the remove curse, and then the restoration was on the feeble mind, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right, everybody. What's going on? Where are we going now? Back on
We're
the
gonna
barge
go-
and back up the river?
Yeah, and ask for a secret and ask for where the rods are.
So
And we each get a secret, so
right.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I might have to pull some improv out of my butt, depending on what the hell you ask. We'll see how good I can do. I neglected to describe this barge to you last week. I just kind of sent you in that direction. But the barge is 30 feet long, 15 foot wide, and has enough space to transport up to 2 huge infernal war machines. There are 12 demons under the command of a bone devil that operate the barge's oars. The bone devil instructs the oarsmen to where they need to go and starts taking you back upriver. Now, so let's say we're going to go back up here. Eventually, once you hit this point in the river, you approach what your map describes as the Stygian Dock. Your map often has a comment or two about locations as you approach them, and this one is no different. The map says out loud that the flying fortress of Avernus need fuel, and what better fuel than the soul of the damned? And what you see is a massive iron structure that appears to be a pair of docking arms that straddle the river Styx and extend out over it. There are hefty clamps, chains, and bars fixed to the docking arms to lash large vessels to them. A gigantic basalt citadel shaped like a sword blade is moored at the dock. The flying fortress thrums as screaming souls from the river Styx are drawn up into it. Now, the dock is 100 feet high, but the fortress that is currently docked there is higher still. So let me see. So this is what you see. Now you can completely bypass this, or you can stop to try to learn about it. You know enough to know that Zariel herself is supposedly sheltered in one of these flying fortresses.
You guys want to go exploring?
Yeah, exploring's always good.
Let's
Oh,
do
actually,
it. Do it.
can we take a short rest first? Because I'm at 18 hit points.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and whatever you can't get
Well-
on that, I can top you up. Unless we need a long, which I don't know if we can do yet, but
Actually, I would pick up spells and stuff if we do because of the leveling. Actually, I can't go up to full hit points until we do a long rest.
yeah, I can top you up though, so if you just wanted to do short.
Again, wait a second. So let's roll one then.
So a little
Sorry, did we
short rest
uh,
on our barge.
Sorry, quick question. Do we still have those temp hit points from Fancy?
How long do they
Yeah,
persist?
Oh, yeah.
Usually until a long rest or they get used.
Yeah.
That's what I was
It-
thinking. A long rest sounds right.
If you don't have them, tell me because don't forget I can do them pretty much on demand with the.
Yeah, no, I still have 5 from that fight, so that's why I was asking. Because I'm like, do I get rid of them or? So
Usually
I'm
you
good.
take those off first.
Right, no,
Yeah.
last
I barely
it
took any
lasts.
damage
Ah.
last round. I just got feeble-minded, and then he kind of left me alone.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I want a do-over. I can do better. Reload the last save point. I want to try that fight again.
No! You're not putting my boy through that trauma again. You know what? I will say, you made him stupid, and he was like, fuck it, I'm making a deal with the devil. I can't have this shit happen to me anymore.
Poor Salim.
I can't see anything, any kind of time frame on this.
Yeah, it's usually just until long rest.
Oh, okay. So here's a little bit more about the flying fortress that is docked at the Stygian dock. It is a 450-foot tall structure. It has. How does this? Okay, so. So you can see some kind of pipe that extends out of the bottom of the fortress and goes down into the river. Some kind of intake pipe. And you can see that there are 3 bone devils circling overhead, and a number of barbed devils patrolling the dock in groups of 3. There's also a horned devil that seems to be managing the place. If you were to guess, it looks like he's in charge. Now you can completely ignore all this if you want, and just cruise your way on up the river, but you are technically passing this dock in Zariel's fortress, so it at least gives you an opportunity to interact if you so choose, but you can just say fuck it and keep on cruising down the river.
I have an honest question as a group. Do we want to take the chance of running into Zariel and being us and ending up in a fight?
I wouldn't want to end up in a fight right now, that's for sure.
I mean, I'm all for going.
Yeah.
I'm just, I know our way we operate. Somehow we piss people off.
What?
That's
What
not
are
our
you talking
fault.
about?
You're just being self-conscious.
I mean, it could be meant that
Everybody loves.
All right, do you guys want to just keep going or stop?
Should we
I
just
think,
keep going and ask our question?
yeah, we can always come back to this.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go to the mirror.
All right, passing Zariel's fortress and going up the river Styx. And we get back. Now you kind of jumped on here at Bell's Forge, but you're going to sail further up the Styx until you get to the mirror. Okay, so let's go back and open up the mirror of Mephistar, and let's look at the developments. All right. Okay, so to fulfill their end of the bargain, the characters must dam the flow of the river Styx into where it flows into the pit of Shumrath. You did that. If the characters fulfill their side of the bargain, Rigorath, he was the one pouring the hot water on his face to speak, grants you your rare knowledge and your +1. I think everybody took their +1 already, so now people have the chance to ask for their rare knowledge. So why don't we, I don't know, let's not roll initiative. I'll just go left to right on the order that I see the players down at the bottom. So Kyle, what would you like for your rare knowledge?
You know what I wanted to ask for, but being first, I'm going to ask him where the adamantium rock is at. That we have to find for Bell.
The adamantine rods?
Yep.
Okay. And he lets you know that they're in a wrecked, in the ruins of a wrecked flying fortress. That is where your adamantine rods can be found. And then we'll go on to Salim.
Where is this fortress?
What do you think, Salim? Uh-oh, Salim.
I'm so sorry. My headset was muted. Okay, so Liam, it does say, where can we find this fortress? And also asks, are you hiring? I have an application.
So the wrecked flying
here's my
fortress
resume.
is now marked on your map. Way down in the south, down here is where you can find the adamantine rods. And then, Marcus, what would you like to know?
What is Zariel's biggest weakness?
Ooh.
That she still has a sliver of goodness still in her heart.
Not as meta as I was hoping. Okay.
Okay, she's vulnerable to radiant damage. Does that sound good? I don't know.
Yeah, that's more
wait.
what I was looking for.
All right.
We should ask about Lulu.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dagon. Dagon, what are you going to ask for? Oh,
Who's
Marcus, did he answer your
protecting
question?
Yeah, good enough.
Okay. Who's protecting what?
the rods? Do we know that?
Let me see. I already read this, but I'm just going to glance at it again to. No one is master of the fortress in the condition it's in, though certain denizens have taken up residence.
Okay.
All right, and then what about Fancy? What do you want to know, Fancy?
Where does he start? You know?
Yes, you
Next
will
week's
get a
lottery
record
numbers.
contact, right?
Well, what are they promising?
Well, just any rare knowledge, something, a question, a burning question.
Nothing really comes to mind, but
Maybe ask about Lulu.
I mean, we can ask about Lulu. I want to know everything about Lulu. Honestly, like everything you know. Tell me.
Lulu is the key.
Okay, 28 persuasion, and she is the key to.
Zariel's heart.
Oh, is it kind of like? Is it like platonic or is it something else?
That's a follow-up question. Sorry, can't answer. What do you got, Muriel?
Oh. Is there anything else we want to know? We can
How to-
like
Any
save
rare
one.
knowledge?
how to free Lulu's mind?
How to free what?
How to restore
Lulu's
all of our memories?
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'll ask that.
Um, finding the bleeding citadel is key to restoring Lulu's memories. And that's something that you were doing anyway. You're already looking for the bleeding citadel because it's home to the sword of Zariel.
Oh.
All right, so I guess that's everybody asked their questions, so we got all that taken care of. Now, the other thing here to take from the mirror, you haven't gone back to the obelisk to release Obelux from the Standing Stones. He was that obelisk that had all the Standing Stones around him. You guys tried to help him test it, and some of you got electrocuted. You
Grok.
remember that. So Obelux was looking to escape this obelisk and ring of stones, and Mephistopheles has given you the means to free him. All he has to do is swear fealty to Mephistopheles, and he'll be freed.
Should we take the boat there? It's right on the lake.
Sure.
Cassie does love the river Styx.
We're gonna go take a sail.
Over to the obelisk. Okay.
Okay. Is that an 8-hour drive?
Yeah, I'll say you can get a long rest in on that as you go up.
Hey.
Awesome.
That removes an exhaustion level, doesn't it? A long rest?
Yes.
Yep.
But I still
I
have
think
one
it
level.
removes one exhaustion level.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, only one.
Right.
Oh, but we have to roll
Do
for
we-
alignment now.
do-
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
We have to roll for alignment. How do we do that again, Dan?
Is it wisdom?
So that is the pervasive evil. At the end of each long rest, everyone has to make a DC 10 Wisdom save, or if you're not evil.
DC 10.
So close, Marcus. You'll get there.
Yeah. Maybe I'll lose my wings.
Kyle is going evil, it looks like.
So now we got Fancy, Salim, and Kyle all on the lawful evil train.
Does it take out? So if you're chaotic neutral, you go to lawful evil?
Yep. Yep. It says otherwise the creature's alignment changes to lawful evil. The change becomes permanent if the creature doesn't leave the plane within, let's just call it 4 days.
I think Dagon's has 1 day left now.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty close. So after the next long rest, I'll become lawful evil.
That's what it sounds like, right?
All right, let's long rest then.
All right.
I mean, evil's such a tertiary word anyway.
Right. Okay, so let's see. We go back to the obelisk. You freed Obelix. Now where?
I
Find
want
my
to
fallen ship.
go to the wreckage of the Flying Fortress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna take a full day of travel down the Styx. As you,
What was the other place on the other path that we had left?
Oh, right. So Obelix, now that you've helped him, he has to tell you where to go, right?
Yep.
Let me just read his dropping his guys. I hate the way that information is broken up in this book. Sometimes it's like
Is it
makes
back at the
hard-
mirror
hard-
again?
Hard to find what you're looking for. All right, so who the hell directs you to the crypt of the Hell Riders? That's where you're supposed to go.
Would it be the mirror again? Because the last couple things were the mirror.
Let me just find the word Obelix in this document really quick. And I'm not finding it. I'm so sorry for keeping you all waiting. This is awful. Who the hell tells you how to get... I read all this like this afternoon. And that's the frustrating part. Okay. And it made sense when I read it this afternoon, and now I can't friggin' find anything.
Because we went from the obelisk to the mirror to the pit of Shamu.
I'm just going to search the goddamn book for the word Obelix. And we're going to see all the places that appears in the book. And then hopefully I'll find it by searching the PDF instead. Let's see. All right, I'm fucking moving on, and I'm getting annoyed now. The PDF isn't fucking working. Where the hell is all this stuff? All right, so the obelisk told you to go to the mirror. The mirror said, go to the pit. You did the stuff at the pit. You went back to the mirror. And the mirror tells you how to free Ubelux. So you got to go back to Ubelux. This is where you got electrocuted. And then here it says, if the characters win over Mephistopheles, Obelix promises to guide them to someone who can help them find the Bleeding Citadel, and then it just stops there. And one more sentence would have been so helpful right there. Oh my god. I'm just going to have to move on. The next, I can't remember. The next location is the Crypt of the Hell Riders. This is where you're supposed to go after you free Ubelux. And it's on your map down here. So that is where we're just going to say Ubelux tells you to go, because I can't find exactly where it said that. I'm looking through everything one more time before I just say screw it.
Well, it's a day ride either way, guys. So would you got anyone have a preference for Hell Riders or Flying Fortress?
I think the Flying Fortress sounds cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds fun.
Do it by
Well,
coolness of name.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna be the killer gunner.
I'm sorry, I'm still salty about this stupid thing not telling you specifically where the hell you're supposed to find out about the Crypt of the Hell Riders. But let's do the Flying Fortress anyway.
And you said that's going to be a full day ride?
Yeah, right.
Right.
So another easy 10 check for our lawful evil folks.
Dagon, you're evil now.
Awesome.
Welcome to the club. Everything's a little better now.
So. What does that change?
We already went over that because you had a god of war or something like that. It really didn't matter alignment wise. If I remember. Unless I'm wrong. Dan's in deep research right now.
Yeah, this is my OCD not being able to let go of this stupid friggin' bone that I've got right now.
Dan, reach down, grab the pipe, take a hit.
Right. I'm so annoyed. It's like I know I hit this exact same mental block this afternoon doing my homework at work. And I know that I figured this out then. And it's like, and it was confusing, and I had to look at a bunch of places to figure it out, and fuck all if I can remember where it was now. All right, so the wrecked Flying Fortress. A weapon made for an archdevil, ravaged in battle and ripe for plunder. You saw firestorms in the distance as you were coming up on here, but they did not rage near the River Styx. But had you been on land, that would have been something you would have had to contend with. But you arrive at the towering wreck that rises above the scorched hellscape. It looks like a giant sword blade tilted at a 20-degree angle and partly buried underground. Much of it, or much of the exposed hull is rusted and torn asunder, and hot wind screams as it tears through the hollow structure, and 6 giant vultures circle high above it.
Start heading in.
Yeah. It's not especially inviting, though. Let's do it. I love this plan.
So, okay. All right. I know I need to let go of this bone, but I found it. I just found
Time
it.
to let go.
Oh
And
wow.
okay. and where, I ask, did Wizards of the Coast put this information? This information that deals with the obelisk is in the development area of the Pit of Shumrath, which has nothing to do with this is why I couldn't find it, because something about the obelisk was listed under a completely different area. Oh my god. Alright, so let's retcon this a second a bit, just so I can officially hear. Alright. If the characters return to the obelisk with news, Obelix begrudgingly accepts the terms and reveals the location of the Crypt of the Hellriders on the player's map. Thank you. Obelix says the Death Knight, Olanthus, guardian of the tomb, knows the secret location of the Bleeding Citadel. And the demon also reveals that For Glory is the passphrase to open the catacombs at the Crypt of the Hellriders, where many of Zariel's fallen comrades are interred. Or interned. Okay, but I found it. I can go to sleep happy now. The wrecked flying fortress, again, has these giant vultures circling above it, and the lower decks are riddled with holes, allowing easy access to the fortress interior.
Guess it makes sense to go that way.
Yep.
Fancy just a little flute routine.
Food routine.
He loves flying. Come fly with me.
Okay, all right. So, you move into the fortress, and you can see these large mollusks. Let me see if I can get you a picture here.
Gross.
Right?
Mollusk.
Yeah, they have skulls and bones and other detritus attached where their normal shells might be. You can see these slugs scouring the wreck, clinging to torn sections of wall, floor, and ceiling. So these creatures are moving inside. There's 5 of them.
Before we go forward, can I do one quick thing there?
Sure.
Everybody gather around. Seven temp hit points.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
7 temp hit points for the gang.
Sorry, Dan.
No problem at all. Now, you can also see down at the lower levels here, deep inside the wreck, there is a 5-foot diameter cylindrical pipe made of iron that seems to run the full height of the fortress. There are these bone whelks. You've got this pipe, and looks like there might be a command deck up on the highest level, but you would have to get past the bone whelks to get up there. It says the tower, or a functioning flying fortress, is 450 feet tall.
Okay.
Let's say this one is half submerged, so it's only 200 feet up.
Could somebody who
Oh, it
I
says
don't
it
know,
right here. I'm
has
sorry. Go ahead.
somebody who I don't know has wings maybe be useful here?
Sure.
It does say the fortress is 150 feet tall, but the lower third of it is buried underground.
So 75 feet. Well, could we fly someone up with a
It
2
was
ropes?
according to them.
Is there a? I'm just thinking if there's any sort of benefit of actually going ahead like that. If I can't bring you guys with me.
Well, I was gonna say we tie 2 ropes together, so it becomes a 100-foot rope. You fly up with a rope tied off, and we climb up.
I could turn someone into a giant eagle.
We have
It's always
someone
a-
who can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting to the command deck is going to mean scaling the outside of the structure.
Yeah, we're gonna have one of the flyers fly up, tie off a rope up above, and then use the rope to climb up.
You're not worried about those giant vultures?
I'll shoot them if
Yeah.
they come at me.
Games.
Let's have a look at the lower levels first, I think.
Okay.
Well, frankly, there's not too much to the lower levels, besides what I've described: the bone whelks, the pipe, the 5-foot diameter cylindrical pipe made of iron, seems to run the length of the or height of the fortress.
You guys want to take the pipe?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna take the pipe.
Take a fight.
Fancy
We're gonna take the pipe.
Check
Go up the pipe.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this is perfect. When you open, the pipe can be accessed by a hatch on every deck. And when you open the hatch, a creature that was nestled near the top of the pipe moves down, slinks down the pipe to devour the creature that opened it. And here is look at what that looks like in the Discord chat.
Oh,
So that
great.
is this thing resembling a giant centipede has now wormed its way out of the pipe, and it is going to attack and try to eat you. So being 9:57 p.m. at the start of a hostile encounter, we will call it here, and thank you for your patience while I was getting aggravated about not being able to find the fucking thing. It's just like,
You're in time.
why did you put it in the pit of Shumrath? I don't get it.
That's the
This will
last.
drive you crazy.
Right,
That was the last place we fought on that chain.
right, and we did that already, and
Yeah.
and I had no reason to have it open, but hey. It all comes out in the end, and look at that. And you know, for my earlier comment about finishing by, Thanksgiving, and my tendency to underestimate how long these things take. Just think how long the Sibriex fight took. Just tonight, we didn't really
Yeah,
advance
right.
the plot all that much because we had a big fight. So this is why I have a tendency to underestimate, because sometimes one fight takes a whole session.
Well, what rating was that, dude? He was nasty.
Oh,
That was scary.
The Sibriex was. Let me look it up again. I want to say 18, but also 25 comes to mind. Challenge
'Cause
rating 18. Challenge rating 18. Yeah.
Because he's the first one I truly thought of running from.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he
That was
could.
scary.
The only thing I pulled back from, and I didn't really pull back all that hard, because mostly I was forgetting to do his legendary actions in the first round of the fight, which was but that feeble mind, he can do it 3 times per day. And that is a bitch. If you
bad.
target your spellcasters with feeble mind, and they don't get to make a saving throw for another month.
Yeah.
Without intervention.
Yeah.
Right.
Only got 2 greater restorations.
Right. And yeah, so you earned that one. That was a lot of fun. I had fun with that one. And
yes, you did.
And the flesh warping. Let's talk about that for a second. So let me see if I can find out.
Yeah, if Marcus wasn't so healy, that would have been a whole different fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much just like, just keep attacking it, and I'll just keep you guys from getting completely screwed.
And I had some shit luck on the saving throws.
A warping table to determine an additional effect which vanishes when warp creature ends on the creature. So you guys don't.
Oh, I don't have my ears anymore.
Here, I'll put it here to read. It says a creature. If the creature transforms into an abyssal wretch, I think that only happens when you get to exhaustion 6, right?
Yeah.
A creature can willingly.
Oh. At least 1 hour while the creature stays within 30 feet. Do I want to submit to the flesh warping?
How bad do you want your ears?
Right.
Long ears are awesome.
I love it.
I have to say, this has been the oddest campaign for things happening to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of weird shit.
Right. Weird shit's fun.
To be noted,
Willingly
weird
submit
shit
to
that
agonizing
wasn't voluntary.
Right. Yeah, because the Amber Temple in Strahd was just it became a shopping site for all superpowers that you wanted.
Right.
Just I'll put all these in my cart. Thank you very much.
If you were willing to take the side effect, yeah.
Right. All right, ladies and jelly spoons, thank you for coming out for another fun one. Appreciate it as always. And the good news is I did so much homework for this week that I'm pretty much covered for next week. But I'm going to read everything again because they like to hide stuff. And yeah, so I guess that's it for tonight. So thanks again, and we'll catch you in the chat.
All right.
Good.
Right on.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.